Paging Dr. Watt, your patient is ready for you. Hi everyone, I'm Jacob. I'm the Cowhat Librarian, and I was super excited to see this one was coming out. As you know from previous videos on this channel, I love Mélanie Watt's stuff, and I'm a big fan of Scaredy Squirrel. I've really enjoyed the new series, the more graphic novel styled Scaredy's Nutty Adventures. But a few months back when I saw Mélanie Watt was going to publish a new conventional Scaredy Squirrel book, I was just as excited to see it. I ordered, I believe, 2 copies for the public library while I still worked there, and I placed a hold on it as soon as I could, and it arrived this week. Scaredy Squirrel Visits the Doctor, and it lived up to my expectations. So, as the story starts, Scaredy is in a familiar place, up in his tree. And it's a little different this time because there is a vet office in the background. And Scaredy doesn't want to go to the vet. He keeps himself healthy through a variety of ways. By doing cardio workouts and lifting weights and eating right and drinking almond milk. And he doesn't really need to go to the doctor until he gets a piece of mail that suggests that all animals should go get a checkup and get a health certificate from the vet. And so he hatches one of his normal elaborate plans, involving a pet carrier, bubble wrap, a sweater, earplugs, sunglasses, and a saw to get him in there safely. Scaredy visits the vet. The usual disaster happens as his plan falls apart, and in the middle of everything, he plays dead. Except this time it's a little bit different. While he plays dead, the doctor checks on him and leaves him an acorn and some water that somehow he manages to eat while playing dead for 2 hours. And in the end, he gets up and has his examination after all. It was great. I love Scaredy Squirrel, and one complaint I had about the earliest books was that they felt really, really wordy to read aloud. That reading them at a story time or reading them to my daughters when they were younger was a bit of a chore because of how wordy they were. And this one, maybe it's because I've learned how to pace myself better with these books. Maybe it's because my girls are a little bit older now. But the pacing felt phenomenal. It really felt like Watt just trimmed a little bit of the fat, maybe transitioning back from the graphic novel style to this style. She just trimmed down the words just a little bit. It was great. It was a fun story. Scaredy is up to his usual antics. The illustrations have all their color and energy they've always had. It was delightful, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Now, with that said, there are spoilers ahead because I have to talk about the deal breaker. So, this was a phenomenal book. Scaredy is a great character, and this book does something I never thought Scaredy Squirrel would do. Provide a resource for kids who are scared to do something. The other books are so over the top with just absolutely ridiculous fears of Scaredy Squirrel, and this one hits closer to home. It's something some kids are scared of. They're scared to go to the doctor or the dentist to get their checkup. And it very, very neatly tied in overcoming fears of a visit to the doctor office in a typical Scaredy Squirrel way. It was great. I would highly recommend this to parents who have children who maybe have to go to the hospital for a test or something similar. And reading this to help them through their anxiety would be a phenomenal choice, I feel like. My only concern is that the biggie for my kids and many other kids, I believe, is the fear of getting a shot. And this story ends with Scaredy getting a note from the vet that he should come back in a month or two to get a shot. The note just includes a reminder to practice his relaxation techniques. It's funny. I enjoyed it, but it felt a little bit like a missed opportunity because the rest of the book is so good at diffusing worries about going to the doctor that if there'd been a good way to diffuse the worry about a shot, I think that would have been an added bonus. But look, this is nitpicking to a ridiculous extent. Mélanie Watt is talented. Scaredy Squirrel is a children's character for the ages, and this entry is well worth your time. Go borrow it from your local public library. While I'm on that topic, if you use your public library and its services and you appreciate them, why not take just 1 minute and tell the powers that be exactly that? Tell your mayor, tell your councillor, tell your MLA that you use and appreciate your local public library. We're at a time where some public libraries are having trouble getting sustainable funding to keep providing the materials, programs, and services that we all enjoy so much. And a few good words in the right ears might make a world of difference. And if you happen to be a library staff member watching this, don't forget, watching my videos counts as professional development time. With that, thank you for listening to me fanboy all over Mélanie Watt and her amazing work. By all means, please like, please subscribe, and please check back and see what else I have to talk about from the Cowhat Library. Thank you. Bye now.